been 30 years since we were founded, 30 years of investing in ideas, organizations, and people who are making positive changes in the world. All of you here, really, you're the community that built us. The Tao Foundation may be the common thread, but we are only here tonight celebrating 30 years because of our relationships with all of you. Children have been cured of cancer, careers have been shaped, theater has been made, and people who were condemned to die in prison for crimes they did not commit have walked free. Our story is really the story of you. So tonight we've selected 5 individuals to share their stories. They are the people doing the work, and I'm so excited to introduce them to you.
Fighting for justice is a priority in my life. Tonight, I challenge each of you to consider the value of youth justice in reducing the millions of adults locked up each year.
We started wrestling with this question: how do you tell a story about climate change that's so compelling that someone like me wouldn't turn away? And we decided to shape our project into an interactive film. We called the project The Last Generation. Truly gratifying creating a story that people were having a hard time turning away from.
I'm very fortunate to lead the Tao Foundation Fellowship at Memorial Sloan Kettering. The goal of the fellowship is to train the next generation of scientists in our field. Many here have probably heard of precision medicine, and I firmly believe that this is where we need to go. Precision medicine is treating that patient not as a woman with ovarian cancer or a man with prostate cancer, but what that cancer is individual to that individual.
When I first decided to stand up on a soapbox in Times Square in my lingerie, it was a gut instinct. There was no voice of reason to be found. My heart moved my feet out the door, and I felt this fiery pang to do something and stand up very publicly against a society saturated with gender-based violence and racial-based violence and street harassment.
Exceptionalism is the greatest threat to criminal justice reform. Unfortunately, there are many people who don't have access or who have been denied access to the exceptional opportunities. Denied because of race, gender, and socioeconomic barriers, and in many cases simply because they have a criminal record.
So I can't end without passing the mic to Len Tao.
It is incredibly important that we all understand the import of making positive contributions to the society around us. This room is filled with 30 years of our doer friends. You're the ones who have made us a success. You're the ones who make us proud. I know no way for us to continue to function other than with the assistance of dedicated individuals.
I do what I do to let immigrant parents know that being queer and being an artist isn't a curse, and it isn't something to be afraid of.
I will keep exploring how to communicate about climate change in ways that are compelling by telling stories that bypass our impulse to turn away.
We build people, not prisons. And increasing access to exceptional opportunities is how we build.
The fellowship allowed her to think, innovate, and translate a new generation technology into patients around the world.
Will you join me in advancing youth justice reforms and reducing mass incarceration? I hope for all of our futures that the answer is yes.
Collectively, your work has brought innovation and advancement to science, education, the arts, journalism, and justice. We are so grateful to be included in your success.